another live. I had a request to show Angelica's hair down. And that is just what I'm calling her while I have her. She is baby Angelica. And as I mentioned in my video last night, she is a reborn baby doll. She is for sale. She is Ayanna by Gudrun Legler. And she is 500 USD, shipping included within the US, but outside of the US, she is available worldwide, but anyone will have to pay international shipping if they live outside of the US. So anyways, as I said, I just wanted to come live tonight. I'm also going to be showing baby Stellynn and changing her. But I had a request. When you pop on, just say hi so I know you're here and so I can acknowledge you. But I had a request to show her with her hair down. So I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to keep her little hair bow, but I'm going to put it over to one side. So when you hop on, hit that like button and just get ready. We're going to have some dolly fun. So I do have my brush over here, but yes, I do. I started to say, where's my mohair conditioner? Y'all, I love this stuff. It is Go Baby leave-in spray conditioner, and it's specifically designed for mohair. And you can get it from www.gobabydollkits.com. I'm not sponsored by them. I just like sharing stuff that I use that works. And it's really cheap. This big bottle is like $8 and it lasts a really long time. I've had this bottle, gosh, I guess a year now. Hi, Sandra. It's the best, isn't it? Like, I love this stuff, and it lasts so long because you don't have to use a whole lot of it. But I had a request to show her with her hair down, so that's what I'm going to do. And I just want to know if anybody wanted to come chat tonight, so I figured I would just do a live, impromptu live. So I'm going to put this in her hair. But as I have said before, y'all, this hair is really nice. Like, it is predominantly mono-rooted. It is just super nice hair. And I love the coloring. And it's parted in the middle right now, but you can part this hair any way you want. Like, it doesn't have a rooted part. So I'm going to put this mohair conditioner in it because I put mohair conditioner in it also when I put it in the ponytails. So you can kind of see the little marks on her hair. Let me see if I can get her a little side part going. What have you been doing, my dolly mom? Hope you've been relaxing today and just chilling, not having too awful much to do. I kind of had a day of just chilling. I had Charlie for a while today. Hi, Alex. Yeah, I'm just doing her hair because I did have a request to show her with her hair down. So that's what I'm going to do. Just so everybody can see what a beautiful head of hair this baby has. Alex said, oh my goodness, I just love how you do her hair. She has beautiful hair. Thank you. I just love her hair. It's really nice. I need to prop her because I've got her leaning a little bit. And I'm like jiggling her around trying to fix her hair. There we go. I think I finally got her in a good position. But she does have really beautiful hair. And Sandra said, not much, just resting and getting ready for foot surgery soon. Ugh. I'm so sorry that you're going to have foot surgery soon. That's like one of those things where I get really nervous when it comes to surgery. Alex says, do my hair when you get done. Okay, come on over. Come for a visit. No, this was the comb that she sent with her, but I was just going through her hair because I wanted to just make sure it was tangle free because I'm using that mohair conditioner. So I'm just going through it lightly with the comb. And just making sure that the mohair conditioner gets saturated into the hair. I have a purple vent brush that I like to use on long hair. I mean, I guess it would if you weren't gentle, but I'm very gentle. Just like with real people hair, you want to make sure that when you're, whatever you are brushing the hair with, that you know, you're not just raking it through like a rake. But yeah, I assume if you use it all the time. And another thing we have to remember with our reborn dolls is that we don't brush their hair all the time. They don't get daily hair brushings like we do. So whenever we style it, it's to last for a while. And then like once I go through, because see, I had already put her hair up in ponytails and all that. And once I go through hair like that with the mohair conditioner, there will be a really long time that I won't even have to brush it or do anything with it because it is conditioned and set and it's just beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. I just love it. But I'm going to put some pictures of her on my wall with her hair down as well. Because like I said, I had someone looking at her and they were wanting to see pictures of her with her hair down. And video with her hair down. So, but you can always too, this comb that this was sent with her by Alex. But see, it has like a side that has wider bristles that are further apart, and then it has a smaller side. So you can use the bigger side. So yeah, now that I've got it brushed through, I'm just going to take the mohair conditioner, spray it on, and scrunch. And this will keep her hair looking really nice. And oh my goodness, it smells so good. It's got that baby powder scent. But this will keep her hair looking really nice for a while. Get some more back here so I can scrunch. What are you whining about, Malila? But look at that hair. So pretty. Love her hair. She's like, I'm such a pretty girl. Well, if you are, you know where she's at if you want to get her. I mean, she, like I said, she is a beautiful dolly. She's a very beautiful dolly. I'm enjoying having her here just to look at her. Look at her and play with her. But yeah, she has super nice hair. Oh, I guess she's playing. I'm like, why is Malala whining, but she's not really whining. She's like playing with Zeke, and he's laying on the floor because he's a big, huge dog. So he's laying down, and she's like kind of going around in circles around him, making little sounds. And I thought she was whining, but she's just playing. But yeah, that is her. She is Ayanna by Gudrun Legler. And she is $500 USD, including shipping within the US. Or if you're outside of the US, she can still be, you can purchase her, but you have to pay the international shipping. This little outfit is so cute on her. I love it. This little dress. So I'm going to sit her in the background, and I'm going to get Stellyn because I've been wanting to change Stellyn into a little outfit that I have for her that I got when it was still like really, really warm. And I know we have dolls, and it doesn't matter if it's cold or hot outside. It doesn't matter what clothing we put on them. But I have this, fixation where, like, when it's like a tiny baby, I want to dress a tiny baby like you would a real tiny baby because you wouldn't overheat them and you wouldn't dress them where they would be cold or whatever either. And even though it's not really that cold outside here in Tennessee, I'm going to go ahead and dress her in this outfit that has a little jacket and stuff with it. So I'm going to get her. And I'm going to sit Angelica. Let's scoot this up because if I don't, I will bump it with my foot. But I'm going to sit Angelica back here like this. So she'll still kind of be in the frame. And then I'm going to get Stellyn. Here's Stellyn. So I get her and put her like this. That way you can see both of them. And I'm going to get her outfit. Because look how cute this is, y'all. It's Carter's. And I got this off the Carter's website, the real one. I got scammed one time with a fake website. But it was on sale, and I can't remember what I got it for, but it was like a few dollars, and it's brand new. So, but this little jacket has little ruffles on the sleeve, and it's pink with strawberries. And then it has pants that match. And they have like little, what are those called? Like inseam ruffles? Because they're not like a ruffle like this kind. I don't know what these are called, but it's like gathered little ruffly things. And then there's this little shirt that goes underneath that says Little and Loved, and it has strawberries on it. And it has little ruffles on the sleeves too, like the pants legs, the same style. And it's white. So, and this is newborn because Stellyn is the perfect newborn size. And for those of you that don't know, which you probably do because I mention this about her a lot, but she is sculpted by Natalie Scholl, who is quickly becoming one of my favorite sculptors. Like she is one of my favorite sculptors. Like just her work. I love her work. And I love all the delicacy of this particular sculpt. And then I also have another one of her sculpts. I have the prototype Jaden Awake. And I love him too. Oh my gosh, I love her work. Scallop. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm trying to think of. I'm like, it's not ruffled. Cute. They have amazing clothes. Yeah, I mean, I like Carter stuff, and especially they've got this line now that's like they've got like the what is it? It's called My Little Planet or something. That's like organics. So they have like an organic line and stuff too. But I really do like their little outfits because they have some of the sweetest newborn size stuff. And it is hard to find newborn, and it's nearly impossible to find it in the store. So if you don't order it, you're not going to get it most of the time. Because when you walk into the store, unless you're going directly to a Carter's store, which I don't live anywhere near one, I have to drive like an hour and 15 minutes to get to a Carter store because I'm like an hour and 15 minutes away from Jackson, Tennessee. And about the same from, that was a text message from my son. And then I'm about the same distance from the one in Kentucky. So, yeah. And so I don't go there a whole lot because I don't want to drive that far. And so going in, there's Carter's in Walmart here, especially the child of mine. But good luck finding newborn at Walmart because you're just not. You're not going to find it. Oh, sweet sleepy girl. I love this little dress. Very convenient with a little Velcro in the back. And I don't know if this is made for like a doll. Oh, it says newborn. Baby kids newborn. Made in the USA. But that is so convenient because with little ones, when they're squirming and all that, you definitely don't want to be trying to button a bunch of buttons. But, I mean, look how I've said this in so many videos with her, but she just has that perfect little newborn scrunchy ball that newborns can so easily make because, you know, they're used to being in the womb, and after they're born, they still try to scrunch up in a ball. And she is sculpted perfectly to do that, and she has the cutest froggy legs. Like, I adore her froggy legs. And her sculptor said that her legs are so froggy that when they went to go do her or put her legs in the mold, like do the mold, it broke the mold. And then they had to like redo it. So it kind of delayed her being born, I guess you could say. Like it delayed her sculpt being released because of that. That baby powder scent smells so good because that's what this is the baby powder scent. They have other scents, but I'm not that crazy about their other scents. I like the baby powder scent. They have like jasmine, I think, and rosemary or something. Lavender. But like I said, the baby powder is my favorite. And I've got to order some more of that scrumptious baby cologne that Jewel Darling makes. I think her little company's called Crown Jewels. And oh my goodness, that is the best smelling stuff. And also she has some silicone matting powder that I love too. And it doesn't really have like a particular scent other than it just smells fresh. And it's made with natural ingredients. And so I really like that. Look at that girl. Her little toe-toes just sticking up. Her feet. I love the way Natalie sculpts feet as well. Like, she is really good at capturing the essence of a newborn. Like, it's just, I love it. I guess her little toe-toes will just be sticking out. Because I didn't think to grab a pair of socks. Sandra said, I have some with the mat that I bought from her. I'm telling you, it smells so good and it lasts. And the matte powder has a good fresh smell. And it also lasts like it's stuff that you'll use for a long time. So it's not something that you have to like buy all the time unless you're just wanting to buy other things. There was a baby cologne listed on Amazon that I watch a lot of like mommy channels as well. And so there was a baby cologne that was recommended by a mommy of a real baby. And I'm like, we can use that with our babies too. And so I was thinking about getting it and I put it in my cart, but right now I can't think of the name of it for the life of me. So if I do order it, of course, I'm going to share it. But as I said, right now, I'm mainly concerned with getting Christmas. So I'm not going to be making a lot of purchases. I probably won't have any haul videos until after Christmas is said and done. Just because, like I said, Christmas is about getting things for the grandbabies and our grown children. But, all of our grown children are like, hey, focus mostly on the babies, don't focus so much on us. So, which we're getting things for our grown children. But the majority will be spent on their children because, of course, that's the way they want it to be. And so that's my focus right now. I've started like doing her little hair up like this, like a baby's would as they're getting a little older and their hair tries to like curl up. I think it looks so sweet. And her artist, Brandon's, she's phenomenal at rooting too. Like her rooting job is wonderful. I was actually talking to her this morning. I was texting her. She's a really sweet lady. And I love her name. Like, I'm thinking very seriously about in the future naming a doll after her because I love the name Brandon's. It's beautiful. Okay, so we're going to put this little passy clip back on with her little outfit, even though we just had it with the other one. Another one, what I was talking about last night. Don't be afraid to use stuff again. Hi, Monica. Happy Wednesday to you too. Oh, I love these two. The Honeybug Passies. They are perfect. And even though I love Stellyn's little facial expression, that little lip, she's got her like top lip kind of sucked under and her little bottom lip is kind of poking out. Even though I love that, I love the way these pacifiers look on her. The Honeybug fit perfectly. Now she looks like a little snug, warm newborn who is settling in. Oop, that's upside down. Who is settling in with her little passy. She's got her jacket on. I've got a jacket on her with no shoes and socks. Or no socks because, you don't usually put shoes on a newborn. But yeah, that is her. And Angelica looks so cute in the background. She's like, yeah, I'm the big sister right now. I'm helping to watch over everybody. Sandy says, gift cards for big kids. And you have a lot with your grands. Yeah, we have 5 grandchildren altogether. So, we just, of course, Christmas, first and foremost, is about Jesus Christ. But when it comes to like the gift giving and all that kind of stuff, of course, you want the kids to come first. Every parent wants their kid to be first. So that's what we're focusing on. And then, of course, like I said, our adult children are still getting nice things. Let's put this little lamb beside her. I love this little lamb. This lamb is so precious. And it's one of those that you can like hook it onto the car seat. And my grandbaby loved it a lot when he was a small baby too. And he likes it now. And he'll pick it up every once in a while and hug it and love on it and be like, "Aw." But he is really loving things that go: airplanes, trucks, cars, motorcycles, four-wheelers, anything that he can have that like to play with. Like I bought him a little four-wheeler at a yard sale. It was new, but we have the Arts and Crafts Festival here every year. And there's always like miles of yard sales. And so people have things for sale. And there was a guy who had a bunch of these little four-wheelers that you would pull back and then it revs them up and they go by themselves. He loves that thing. He will sit and play with that for the longest. And so he's got more into the car and truck stage. And he likes to build with blocks. He'll stack stuff up and knock it over. So he's getting to that age. So he doesn't really pay as close attention to stuffies anymore, but he will, give him a hug and kiss on him and be like, "Oh," like he'll put it up to his shoulder and he'll go, "Oh." It's the cutest thing. Sandra said Charlie is a beautiful boy, always smiling. Yes, he loves to smile. Loves to smile. And it's so easy to make him smile. I mean, he's just a happy baby. He's just a happy go lucky baby and loves everything. And oh my gosh, food, when it comes to food, I've found very little that he doesn't like. So he likes an array of vegetables. He likes an array of like cheeses. We do have to use lactose-free milk because he is lactose intolerant. But like with cheese and stuff, it goes through a certain process and it doesn't affect people who are lactose intolerant. And he can eat cheese with no problem. And then different types of meats. He, if you grind it up good enough where he can eat it, I mean, he's getting some jaw teeth, so he can eat quite a bit, but yeah, he's not picky at all. He loves food. No matter what. And oh my goodness, cauliflower. I made a cauliflower casserole, and it's kind of like a potato casserole, but you replace the potato with cauliflower, and you can put like bacon bits in it and sour cream, ranch. Like it's kind of like chicken, or not chicken, but bacon ranch potato, like bacon ranch baked potato. But instead of it being potato, cauliflower. He tore it up. Oh, and it also has cheese in it. And he was like slamming it back, and he ran out, and then he was reaching for the one in my plate. I'm like, "Well, do you want some more?" So I got him another helping, and he ate that too. Like, he loved it. So I was like, "You eat that cauliflower, boy. Eat it up." Here's a surprise visit from La Boo Boo. I've got tons of them over here. They're kind of these are my Havaseats. They're all kind of just mixed in with all the other stuff over here. There's like a pile of clothes that I need to go through and hang up and stuff like that. But there's some La Boo Boos. But anyways, I just wanted to share the Ayanna sculpt with you with her hair down because that was actually requested. And I'm going to take some pictures of her too to put on my wall. And I'll also take some pictures of little Stellyn to also put on my wall. So does anybody have anything they want to talk about? We can discuss something if you would like, if you still feel like hanging around. Everybody's pretty quiet. go back through and make sure I didn't miss any comments. Okay, well, I guess nobody really has anything to say. And yeah, my main purpose for coming on was to show her hair. And then I wanted to change Stellyn into this cute little outfit and share her with y'all because I haven't shared her in a while. But I mean, I haven't done anything in a while. Like, I just haven't been very active. Still love my dolls, though. Just, haven't been very active in the community. So, but I'm trying to get back to that. I'm probably, like I said, going to be doing more lives than anything because it's easy and simple and I can just come on and not have to worry about editing and all that. And I can just come on and also chat with you in real time. But anyways, I guess I'll get off of here if nobody has anything they want to talk about or anything. Hi, Monique. Sandy said, I can't get motivated. I've been slow too. It's like I have all these ideas of things I want to do and then I just don't do them. Like, I've been mostly just concentrating on my house, keeping things clean and organized and, just doing the mundane everyday things, laundry, cooking supper, looking for recipes to make different suppers because you get tired of the same thing all the time. But yeah, I've got to take time for myself. I'm great. How are you doing? Was it you, Monique, that was requesting to see her with her hair down? The Ayanna sculpt? I can't remember who it was. I love to watch you. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my channel. I had surgery. What kind of surgery did you have? Oh, somebody on my Life 360 needs to charge their phone. That's what that sound is. Either my son or my daughter-in-law needs to charge their phone. It could have been. I know somebody said, could you show her with her hair down, please? So I was like, yeah, I'll come back with a video and show her with her hair down. And then I'm also going to take some pictures with her hair down and put it on my wall. Because, I'm enjoying having her here and playing with her and doing things. And, like I said, she's for sale. So, if anybody requests anything like, wanting to see her hair and all that, of course, I will oblige. A Lala prostatic appendectomy. I don't think I said that right or spelled that right. Prostatic appendectomy. Well, I am so sorry that you had to go through that. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I mean, I've heard of an appendectomy, but I don't know what the other word means. I do have a friend that's like all into medical stuff. So she probably knows exactly what you're talking about, but she's not on the live. If she were here, she would be like, oh, you're meaning blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I'm sorry that you're going through that. And I hope that you are recovering smoothly and that you feel better soon. And I'll be praying for you. I'll add you to my prayer list. But anyways, I guess I'm going to go ahead and get off here. And next time I come back with a live, I'm going to come back with a topic so we can discuss. And I'll actually announce it. Because I've just been doing impromptu lives, which it doesn't mean I'm not going to just do impromptu lives anymore. Because I know I will be. But I'm going to think of some good topics that we can talk about. And maybe I can do a live. I can go visit Nikki and do a live with her and we can do a live while going out and about. That would be really fun. And we can take some dolls. Monique said, love to watch you, and I love when you go out with your friends. Oh, I didn't get the message that you were on. I just happened to look. Yeah, a lot of people say that. They'll be like, I didn't know you were live until after the live was over. But I know a lot of people will like turn, they don't get all notifications or whatever because your phone would constantly be going off from 10 million notifications. I actually like altered my notification settings because my phone was constantly going off. And then I started realizing I didn't even know because I had ignored it so much. But I was over at my friend Tanya's and she was like, man, what is that keeps going off on your phone? And she was like, you probably don't even hear it anymore. I was like, no, honestly, I just ignore it. But I do feel like it was keeping me awake. Like maybe I was waking up several times a night because since I have done that, I have slept so much better because that wasn't going off every 5 minutes, while I was trying to sleep. But yeah, I'll probably do something like that with her because we've been trying to get together for the past 2 or 3 weeks. So I'll probably do something like that with her, and then we can just do a pop up live and take y'all along with us and, whatever it is we happen to be doing. So maybe we can go to the park or something. She's got a big girl. I've got a really big girl. I've got masterpiece dolls. I need to show them more. I have another reborn that was a gift from Sandra I need to show. I have my silicone baby that I need to show more. I've got him right here. Here's Elio. He's such a chunka, I can't hardly fit him on the screen with everybody else. Yeah, that would sound good. I forgot where you live because I live all the way up in Connecticut. I live in Tennessee. Thank you. Somebody must have put an ugly message on there. It says, this message is held for review. Let me check and see what that is. She says, I have a masterpiece doll. I have masterpiece dolls of my own. 4. I have 3 at the moment. And they're a lot of fun. I like them. You can just kind of lean over there. He's really heavy because he's a partial silicone. So he has that cloth body. But he's so sweet. Let me see what this, well, why would it hold this for review? I'm going to show it because there's nothing wrong with it. Another moderator just handled it. Wish I had dolly friends close by. I've never seen what a partial silicone looks like. I actually showed him in his box opening, like showed his cloth body and everything. I don't know why it was trying to hide. I don't know why I was trying to hide your comment, Sandra. There was nothing inappropriate about it. That makes no sense. YouTube does some silly stuff. And then they'll let comments through that should have been held for review. They'll let those through. And the ones that are, not inappropriate get held for some reason. That makes no sense. But yeah, if you watch his video, you can see, and I show his cloth body and his little belly plate and all that kind of stuff. But he's a chunk and he weighs 11.4 pounds. I also did a video showing how much he weighs. He's a chunky boy. My little Elio, or my big Elio. Monique said, I wish I had Dolly friends in Connecticut, but I don't. Sandra said, I'm half asleep. I have a boatload of pre-op work tomorrow. Well, I hope everything goes good with that. I know you're not looking forward to that. Surgery is just, I worry about surgeries because I'm that person that worries about everything. And I know we're supposed to pray about everything instead of worrying about it. But I don't. I mean, I do. I pray about it, but I still worry about it. It's like I'll pray and be like, here, God, I'm giving this to you. And then a couple hours later, I start worrying about it. And I'm like, no, you just prayed about that. Sandy said, no doll mates. I miss them. Yeah, I haven't been, I guess the last Dolly meetup I've done is with Tanya. No, Christy. I just haven't uploaded that video yet. I went with Christy and we had lunch and I took Eliel and I did a video. I've just got to edit it so I can upload it. So, yeah, I do have that video. See, that's how like far behind I am on things because that was like almost 2 weeks ago when I did that. And normally I would be on it, man. I would have that video out like the next day or that evening or something. I just, sometimes you have to take like a little, I mean, you just take a little break, I guess. Sandy says, I have a really good friend that collects dolls, and we were out to dinner with her and her husband. And her husband said that she's afraid to show her dolls because she's embarrassed. I mean, I can see that because people are so quick to judge us. Monique says, Sandy, do you think it's him instead of her? And that could be possible sometimes too. Somebody put like some shocked faces up there. If you are logging onto this live and you are not a doll collector, I am a reborn and silicone doll collector. And my commenters are also doll collectors. So these are realistic art dolls. So if you're someone that's not in the hobby and you've logged onto this live and you're like, what is this? This is what it is. And we're just having a chat. Hi, Susan. Sandy says, I'm not really sure. He said he doesn't understand why she's embarrassed. I mean, it could be. I mean, some people are, and even if the husband is very supportive, some people are embarrassed because they're afraid of what other people are going to think. I'm that person. If I like something and someone else doesn't like it, I'm like, okay, that's fine. You have the right to not like it. But I don't tolerate rudeness either. Like if they're going to be rude, I will literally walk away. I'll be like, I'm not going to tolerate this. You're being rude. And so bye-bye. I just don't take it. And if it's not somebody in person, if it's somebody online, if they continue, especially if they start to be harassing, I just block them because ain't nobody got time for that. I'm too busy enjoying my hobby, enjoying socializing with other hobbyists to be bothered with that. I'm too busy having fun. Sandy says, I took my Emmy to my car dealership and everybody in there was jumping up and down, so excited about seeing her. Yeah, that's mainly the reaction I get when people see my dolls. They're like thrilled. They're like, "Oh my gosh. That looks like a real baby," like they can't get over the realism, and then they'll mention the artistry and like everything that goes into it to make it. They'll even ask me questions like, how do they make these dolls? And then when I tell them like, oh, well, they start out being clay, and an artist sculpts them and, it starts from there. Monique says, well, these reborn groups that you're going for reborn association, there's too many doll police, too many people that have opinions on your baby. Yeah, I'm not a member of a whole bunch of groups anymore. I have a group of my own called Dolltopia, and we're really chilled and laid back there. And I don't allow people to be ugly to anyone. And nobody says anything mean about anyone's dolls. And it's not tolerated. Like they know that. And that's what my group stands for. So we don't tolerate anything like that. And we don't care what kind of doll you have. It's just called Dolltopia. Like you can have whatever. I mean, people share their Labubus in there. People share Cabbage Patch in there. People share Masterpiece, Reborn, Silicone, OB11, Blythe dolls. Like, we don't care what they are. We're going to love on you and we're going to love on your doll. So, but that's exactly why I'm not a member of a whole lot of big groups, because I don't like the snobbery that goes on. It's called Dolltopia. It's spelled Dolltopia. Usually in my regular videos, in my description box, I'll have a link to it because I have like a description that says, more about me. I'm a doll collector, yada yada, and I have like a link to Dolltopia. But I usually have that in every description box on every regular video that I do. Now, I don't have anything in this description box yet, but as a matter of fact, I didn't even title it, so it probably just says Penny's Doll Diaries is live. I didn't even put like an actual title. Sandra says, it's a great group. It's a lot of fun, and you can feel relaxed about posting there. Yeah, there's no... Hi, Nancy. Nancy says hi. Yeah, go ahead, Monique. Just request to join. And we have several admins in there, and me or one of the other admins will accept you in. And it's a private group, so anything you post in there is in the group. It's not something, it can't be shared. And, it's just a happy-go-lucky group. There's no drama. We don't talk about people. You're not going to find posts saying, did you hear what so-and-so did or so-and-so said? We don't have those types of posts in there. I don't allow it. If anybody tries to post anything like that, they just get banned from the group, because we are a no nonsense, no bullying, no drama, no gossip. Like, that's not what that group is about. Yeah, and there's no pressure to post. Like, I've been in some groups where if I didn't post for a couple of weeks, you know, they would be questioning why I haven't posted, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry," or whatever. Like, and you feel like you're in jeopardy of getting kicked out of the group. Now, of course, if someone joined it and 6 months later they still hadn't posted anything, I would go to that person and be like, "Hey, are you still in the hobby? Do you still want to be in the group or whatever?" Um, but of course, we encourage people to post, and we encourage people to leave nice comments on people's posts. But if you've got busy life going on and you don't post for a while, that's fine too. And if you want to post every day for a while or every day for months, that's fine too. However much you want to post is fine. Sandy says, I'm starting to dress a couple of my dolls in Christmas outfits. I think I have one in a Halloween outfit that I'm going to post soon, like probably tomorrow. Yeah, I have a couple of Halloween costumes, I think. One of them's a mummy, and one of them is something else. I can't remember what the other one is. But it'll fit Eliel, and mm, the other one would probably come closer to fitting probably Angelica, because I don't have anything for my masterpiece girls at all, and I don't have anything small enough for my babies. So, and like I said, I'm saving money right now. I'm not going to be spending a bunch of money because I'm getting Christmas for the grandbabies. So I'm not going to buy anything extra. So what I have is just what I have. So the ones that fit the costumes that I have from last year, I'll dress them up. But I'm not buying anything new at the moment. I have a question. Do you think that clothes should fit your baby to a T, or is it okay if they're a little baggy? I don't want them to be tight. Monique says they should be a little baggy, like a real baby. Yeah, because a real baby, you wouldn't have them dressed in clothes that was super tight. And with these babies, I don't want to dress them in clothes that are super tight because, of course, you want to preserve their paint, and it's hard to dress them. They don't, if they're vinyl, obviously the way they're sculpted is the way their limbs are, so you can't move their limbs like you could a real baby to adjust it and pull it through a sleeve or a pant leg or whatever. So yeah, I would want it to be just like her outfit. It's a newborn, but it's not a perfect fit on her. Like, she could technically wear preemie. I could put preemie on her, but I feel like it would be a little too tight. So that's why I love the way the newborn, look how the little newborn just comes across her little hand just a little bit. I mean, it looks very realistic. And sitting her up, she even looks very realistic. I love the way she sits and her little, like, knees are sticking up on her little feet. I just love the Everly Gwen sculpt. Love it. She is just, she's definitely one of my go-tos. She's my little snuggler. And I just love her. I love how, see how, I mean, Brandon's coffee, she rooted her perfectly. Her painting is beautiful. And I love the way she stuffed her. See how she just rests naturally, like her little head just kind of falls over to the side or forward like a real sleeping baby would do. And I mean, like right now, I'm just patting on her because you just feel like that's what you need to do. But her movement is wonderful. And then, of course, her sculpting. You can actually put this baby on her belly. And have her hands like hold her little chin up. I had her on a boppy doing that. But she is perfect at that at that pose. Monique said, I'm getting into cuddle babies. I don't ever think I would like them, but I'll have some bodies made. I fell in love with them also. Oh, I didn't never think I would like them. Sandy said, she's darling. I have a cuddle baby from Brandon's. Yeah, I want to get another baby from her. I actually want to get her to make me a Jupiter by Melody Hess. Melody Hess is also another sculptor that's like Natalie Scholl. She copyrights her work. And I very much appreciate that. So, anyways, I'm going to get Brandon's to make a Jupiter by Melody Hess for me after Christmas. So, when I can spend on myself again. She's going to be my birthday baby. My birthday is January the 29th. So, I'm going to say she's my birthday present. But I just love Jupiter. And I want her to look like a young baby. So, she is probably, I would say she's about the size of Ayanna, who I'm calling Angelica. She's about the size of the Ayanna sculpt, maybe a little bit slimmer. Like, I think she has like skinnier arms and legs, but about the same length and everything. So that would mean she's going to wear like a 3 to 6 months. So I already talked to Brandon and I told her, I was like, I want her to look like a 3 to 6 months baby, like have 3 to 6 months baby hair, and look that age. So I'm excited to see what Brandon's is going to do because, like I said, this baby came from her, and I can't wait to get another baby done by Brandon's. There's an artist on Etsy that makes cuddle bodies, and I can't think of her name. There's also an artist that my friend Tanya uses that does these really cute cuddle bodies that have fingers and toes and everything. And I think they even have wire armature in them. So you can like change their arm and feet position. And she shared a baby that she had made for a friend of hers who lives in Canada before she shipped it out. And I was like, oh, she is cute. And so I really, liked that particular cuddle baby. I wouldn't mind having a cloth sculpted baby with armature in it. Like I've wanted one of them for a while with like, instead of yarn hair, like have actual, like I guess a mohair wig or whatever. Um, I have looked at those before, and I wouldn't mind having one of those one of these days. But the thing is, I sit on something for a while the past couple of years before I actually get it. Because in the past, I would just see something and be like, oh my gosh, I love that. I want it. And it was like that song by what's her name? I like it. I want it. I got it. Or whatever. So, but then I would get it for a while and I'd be like, meh, okay, I'm going to sell this or whatever. And then I would usually lose money on it because I wouldn't be able to get back what I paid. And so these days, past couple of years, I really think about something before I buy it. And then if I sit on it for a while and I still want it, then I get it. Monique said, I can't remember her name for the fingers and toes, the wired ones, because I have two. I have a toddler size and then I have a newborn one like that. And Sandy says, I do the very same thing. Your song? Oh, yeah. What is that? Is that Ariana Grande? Where she's like, I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it, or something like that. I mean, for a while, that was me. I was just buying everything I saw if it looked pretty. And then when I would get it, I would be like, oh, I don't like this as much as I thought I would. Or it would be just a fad. It would be, I would love it for a while. And then it would just kind of fade away. And you're like, meh. Because that's the way I did with Labubu's. I went back and forth about getting these things. And I finally got them, and I do like them. So I'm glad I did. But I got this one from the Exciting Macarons, and then I got the Have-A-Seats. I got like the whole set of the Have-A-Seats. And that's where I've stopped. Like I haven't gotten any more because I want to enjoy the ones that I have before I get more. I do want to get a little dollhouse. I think it'd be really fun because I want to do skits with them. Like I have so much planned for my channel written down that I never do. But I want to do little skits with these, like little short skits and stuff to share on my channel. But I want to find a little dollhouse that's affordable. That's on this. They are 1/6 scale. So I want to find a dollhouse that's on that same scale so that I can use them with the little dollhouse and, do like little skits and stuff with them. I think it'll be fun. Monique say, I love your shorts video when you tell someone not to touch your baby. Yeah. Because I mean, of course, I was being funny about it, but I've actually had that happen in the past. Like people think it's a joke to mishandle your dolls, and then you're like, do you realize what these cost? Because if you want to damage my doll and then go to court and have to pay for it, then okay. I mean, and this was adults that was doing this, not even kids. Like kids, you can kind of understand because they don't realize what they cost or that they are actual limited editions, art pieces, all that. And, they want to do some kind of prank or whatever. And I can't, Not saying I'm going to overlook a kid, but I'm going to tell the kid, hey, but an adult knows this kind of thing and they just do it just to be doing it. Right. Some adults are way worse than kids about stuff. Well, I'm glad I didn't get off earlier because, some people came on to talk. Everybody was really quiet and I was like, well, I guess I'll end the live because nobody's saying anything. Yeah, Sandra said, especially the silicone dolls, I let people look from a distance. Yeah, I actually had something happen to one of my silicone dolls that I had in the past. And I don't know what happened because I wasn't here. And the people that were here, all of them said they didn't do anything. Like, oh, we didn't do anything. But before I sold him, I sent him back to his artist. And of course, he got repaired and you couldn't even tell anything was wrong with him. But, I had to pay for that, for him to be repaired before I sold him. But nobody took ownership in it. And I couldn't prove anything because I wasn't here and I didn't see what happened. But I take good care of my dolls, so I know I didn't do it. But there was like a rip in his mouth. And then there was like a couple of little nicks out of his cheek that I have no idea how it got there. And my husband and I had went out of town for the weekend. And we had someone to come check on the dogs. And one of the nights they actually stayed here. And so a couple of weeks after that is when I noticed those spots on him. And so, of course, my husband questioned him and he denied everything, said, no, nobody was messing with the dolls or whatever. But somebody did because he wasn't like that before that. Oh, I was very upset. I was so mad. So like I said, I couldn't prove it. I wasn't here and everybody denied it, but I'm like, yeah, I think it'd be a good idea, which I've been thinking about this anyway, because I bring my grandbaby in here to play. And when I do, I have my dolls put up to where he can't get to them because I have this closet. I'll show you the closet. I have this closet over here. Actually, 2 closets. And so I just put the dolls in there. I have like little spots for them to sit. And I put the dolls in there where he can't get to them. And I'm going to install some latches on the door because he's learning to open doors now. And so I thought about getting like a camera to put in here, like a little security cam. And that way, this room can be monitored, you know what I mean, to help take care of the kid. Because we have more than one grandbaby, but one of them spends the most time here. But like if they're here, we've got like a big TV over here that they can watch and little toys and stuff. And I'm always in here with him, but I'm like, just in case. And then if I have a camera in here, then all of my stuff can be watched all the time, whether I'm at the house or not. So, phew, I'm thinking I'm going to have to turn the heat down. Alex said, wow, on the repair experience. Yeah, I wasn't too happy about it. But like I said, when his artist got done with him, you couldn't even tell anything had happened at all. So, and of course, I sold him, and he's at Holly Church's channel now, Holly's Dollhouse. So he's with her now, but when she got him, he was perfect. She fixed everything, and you couldn't even tell that it had ever been done. But I do not know how to repair silicone. So I have painted a few vinyl dolls, but I am no artist. And I have a friend who can actually repair vinyl to some extent. I don't know how to do that either. So it's like, I'm really careful about my dolls. That is one thing that I don't like scrimp on or whatever. I don't just chuck them around or stack them up somewhere like the ones that are on my bed right now. They're all sitting here, and I do have some clothes with Sabrina, my masterpiece doll, that I've just kind of got in like a pile. But it's just clothes. Like it's not something that's going to hurt her, and it's clean clothes. So it's just like doll stuff. It's a couple of blankets and like the little clothing I just took off of Stellyn. And then um I have Japheth laying over there on a boppy, and there's like some little toys around him. I mean, it's not anything that's going to hurt them, but I take good care of them. I don't just pile them up somewhere and throw them to the side or whatever. You know what I mean? That's one thing. I take really good care of my dolls. And I'm even a role player. Like I'm a heavy role player. Like I handle my dolls. Like, and they still look really good even after I've had them for years. And I'm that person that I have in the past. I have kept certain dolls for years before I would sell them. Alex said, "Good idea on the camera. I may consider that for my nursery." I mean, it's not a bad idea, especially after what happened, with the silicone doll, and I wasn't here, and I couldn't prove anything, and everybody was like, "No, no," everything was being denied, but you know, I know something happened. Here's my theory. Here's what I think happened. I think they were trying to look in his mouth because he had a tongue and all that, and they stretched his mouth too far, and it ripped the side of his mouth. It wasn't a huge rip, it was a small one, and it was toward the inside, but it was still there. And then there was a couple of little like nicks, like puncture wound looking nicks on his cheek. And I think that someone was holding him, and they probably sat down and then let my little dog jump up on him, because she has little sharp toenails. No matter how short you clip them, she's like a person that chews their nails. She's the dog that chews her nails, no matter what you do. So there's always going to be like some little jagged something somewhere on her nails. And I think that's what happened. Like because I was looking at those punctures going, what could have done this? And that's the only thing that I could think of, that they were either holding the doll and my dog jumped up on it and punctured it, or they laid the doll down on like the couch or something after they were looking at it and didn't put it away right away. Didn't put it back in the doll room, and then my dog jumped up on it. Something happened, because he wasn't like that before. Monique said, I have painted back in 2020 and I stopped for 3 years, but silicone. But not silicone? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know how to paint them yet. But they do have some glue to repair them if something were to happen to them. Yeah, they do, but it's called Silpoxy, and Kylo's artist does not like for people to do that, because if you ever have to have them repainted or anything like that, it can mess with the paint going on there, and then that artist has to remove all that, because the Silpoxy actually changes also the texture, like where you put the Silpoxy. Once it dries, it will cause the silicone to have a different, like a harder texture, like you can actually feel it's there. So it can affect if future repairs need to be done, or if it needs to be painted, like stripped and repainted. And so that's why I didn't try to fix the inside of his mouth with Silpoxy, because I didn't want to jeopardize anything like that. And the puncture wounds, they could not have been fixed with Silpoxy. They were actual little holes that had to be filled in and painted over to match his skin tone. Sandra says, my Emmy is fine so far, and I bought a silicone glue on Amazon too. Yeah, just be careful with using it because, like I said, some artists, don't like trying to repair the dolls that have had that on there or like repaint them or whatever because the paint doesn't want to stick to it right and it'll just look different. And in order for them to fix it the way it should be, they have to try to remove the silpoxy glue before they can repair whatever's going on. And it causes a lot of issue. Or so I've been told. Like I said, I'm not an artist, but that's just what I've been told by Sandra, who is a silicone artist. And that's Sandra Stanley, in case anyone was wondering. Sandy said, I know, trust me. I think if it's a tiny little repair, like a little neck, not an actual tear, it might be okay. Lord have mercy. So another message was held for review. And all you said was Nick. My goodness. I'm hitting show. Okay, it says another moderator just handled this. Okay. Yes, Sandy, but a little bit goes a long way. Yeah, it does. You only have to use a tiny bit. I like to use seal epoxy on bottles to seal bottle nipples with because it like dries really fast and cures really fast, and it's it stretches with the nipple. So that's what I use is the silicone glue to seal bottles and stuff with. Pin drop. Pin drop? Huh? Monique says, I'm glad I'm talking to you tonight. Well, I'm glad y'all are here. I'm glad to be talking with y'all too. Although I do think I'm going to end this live because my back is starting to hurt and I think I need to take some Tylenol and lay down because I have back issues. And so my lower back is starting to kind of throb a little bit. So I think maybe it's heating pad time. Heating pad and Tylenol time. Sandy said the little pin drop of silicone glue. Oh, okay. I actually put a drop on the end of like a toothpick. Yeah, it doesn't take much of that stuff at all. I overdo it when I put it on a nipple because I just want to make sure that it's sealed really well and I don't have to worry about it leaking. But it's clear, so even it's up in the end of the nipple. I mean, you can kind of see it's there, but it's not that big of a deal to me. Long as the nipple's sealed and I'm not dripping milk all over my dolls. That's all that matters. My fake milk. Okay, yeah, look for the group and somebody will allow you in. And we hope you have fun participating. So I'm going to end this, y'all. It was so nice talking with y'all tonight. Bye, Alex. She says, nice hearing your voice. Great seeing the younger sculpts. Yeah, I wanted to show my little Tiny today. I wanted to show my sweet little Stellyn. Thank y'all so much for being here tonight. And I will come back again with another video really soon. Love y'all. Bye.